Hey guys, it's me Sinking Simulator here today, today it is Christmas Eve. Tonight is Christmas Eve, and for some people that live out in Far East or whatever, it's Christmas Day. So happy Christmas and happy Christmas Eve, and yeah. So I thought for Christmas Eve day, I thought I would do an ocean liner like build, and I built this like a week and a half ago. This is called the RMS Imperia. Was built in 1899 by the Cunard Line, and yeah. So this is my custom ship I made. It's called the RMS Imperia, and of course it has 4 funnels. It is slightly shorter than the Lusitania. As you can see, this is 399 blocks long, and Lusitania is like 430. As you can see, I am making an interior for this build. So this is going to be my first 4-funneled liner with interior. So if you guys want to help out or anything, just send me an email. I will put my email down in the description below. So yeah, just feel free to email me if you want to apply for building the ship. And also, I would have to get permission with the owner of the server. So this is on a private server, so just to be warned. So don't get your hopes up or anything if he's not gonna let you. You can't have too many people on the server, otherwise it's gonna create mayhem. And let's begin. Let's begin with the exterior. Of course, the exterior has details. Of course, we have the shell plating that is detailed. I would do it with the superstructure though, Bill, but I don't know what blocks I would use, so I just kept it with quartz. And of course, I kind of made this look like Kaiser Wilhelm de Groza. Or Kaiser Wilhelm 2, kind of. And it ended up looking a lot like Mauritania for some reason, and then I didn't mean to make it look like Mauritania, it ended up looking like it. Yeah, so I just kind of laid it out like this. But yeah, for the interior, it's basically based off Lusitania, mostly. And of course these vents are oil drum vents, and it's oil drum vents. And why? Because I am going to make 3 sister ships called the Utopia. One of the sister ships I'm making is the Imperia, and the other one is Sylvia. I don't know how to spell it. Well, it's spelled like this. Sylvia, I think is. Yeah, it's spelled like that. And they are different. The Utopia's this vent right here is raised up to the boat deck because they want to later improve it because of engineerily improve it to make it more efficient. So it's not so cramped right here. So they wanted to raise it up to the open air up in the boat decks. So, and they also improved the oil drum vents to make them round like Lusitania, and they were also brown like Lusitania. And so yeah, wait, oh, never mind. I forgot to place some glass or something. And so we have the lifeboats right here. It has whoops, don't want that. And it has 1, 2, 3 as 6 lifeboats right here on the stern. It has 5 lifeboats on the bow. So it means it has 11 lifeboats. So it means it has 22 lifeboats in total. But this was before the Titanic disaster, so later in 1913 they would add collapsibles in the middle, like Lusitania and Mauritania. And so yeah, it's basically just like a Cunard liner. And yeah, it would be cool if I did the SS Titan, But I got to stay according to plan on my ocean line. I mean, on my ships. So after this ship is complete, I think I'm doing the SS Eastland, which is a Great Lakes maritime disaster that sank in the Chicago River in July 24th, 1915, with a loss of 844 passengers and loss of 44 families. And so it's a very deadly disaster, and I want to rebuild the ship and to dedicate those lives that were lost and the loved ones that affected around the Chicago, I think. I don't know, wherever the company was. So that's a lot of people. I mean, the capacity of the Eastland was, back when it was built, it used to be like almost 3,000. But I was at the time, I was like, slap in the face. That is a lot of people. I mean, I didn't believe it at first. Nope. And then I did a little bit of researching, and I was like, how? I mean, how is it not capsized before? I mean, like, before the disaster in 1915, this was built in 1903 by the Michigan Steamship Company, and it was made for 3,000 people. But over time, I mean, the ship was too top heavy. I mean, the hull was a little too tall, or the width of the ship isn't that wide. I mean, it just was slim and tall, and then it almost capsized, I think, in 1905, and which was kind of scary. I mean, I would be scared to death. And so after that, they shortened the funnels, and it didn't really do anything at all. But there was almost near miss of capsizing in the ship. So finally, at one point, 1915, it just capsized during a family picnic to Michigan City, Indiana, which was all the way from Chicago to Michigan City. But that never happened, and a loss of 40 families. But anyways, we're off topic, and let's get continuing on with the video of the Imperia. And so I mean, I did most of the review on the boat deck. Kind of can see. Wait, I haven't showed you the stern. Then again, you got the aft lifeboats right here, which is more. 6 on the stern and 5 on the bow for each side. You got the stern right here. Very, very detailed. I mean, not detailed. I mean, I just didn't place any portholes or anything because I have not done anything with the stern. As you can see, the stern is very nicely done. I am kind of proud of it, honestly. And of course, the hull, I mean, the ship does have a shear. I mean, as I say in previous videos, the ships, most of the ships don't even have shears. And that's kind of disappointing. But then again, I can see why, because of interior and whatsoever. But I will make this work out. So yeah. And by the way, this is not going to be an empty room. And I want to turn down the volume so you guys don't hear any doors. So yeah, let's begin with the boat deck. I mean, I haven't started the bridge yet, so I will be getting there soon. So all I have is boat deck so far. So let's begin. As you can see, this is laid out just like Lusitania. Then you got third officer. I mean, this is second officer. My bad. Second officer's cabin. You got first officer's cabin, and you got the captain's room, which is kind of has this red flooring. And this is. I mean, if you were to build Mauritania, this is how the flooring should have been. Kind of like a red, pink floor. But yeah, and of course he has his own bath. But of course, in Lusitania and Mauritania, this whole entire area would just be the captain's area, and above it, on the bridge, would just be the officers' quarters. But since this is a custom ship, who cares? And of course, this is the chief officer's bedroom. Of course, he gets a little bit more luxury. And sorry for the doors I missed. My bad. And you got the third officer. I mean, right here. So yeah. And of course, there's going to be more officers' quarters above, kind of like the 5th and 6th officer, and the chart room and navigation room. And of course, we have first class cabins. Here's an example. Some interesting flooring I did. And of course, cabins. Yeah, blah blah blah. You get it. Just and of course, one of the suites do have bathrooms with that too. And this might take me a little bit less than a month to build, though. But and of course, here's another entrance from the boat deck. And of course, you got a bath as well, and you got the women's bathrooms. And yeah, or cabins. Not much to see. And you got the typist office. I mean, the typist guy or whatever. The typist is going to be downstairs. Honestly, I don't even know what a typist is, so I probably have to look that up. Because I see on Lusitania Mauritania deck plans, and I see it, and I don't understand what it is, so I probably have to look it up. And of course, there's a little mini skylight. On the Lusitania Mauritania, on the sun deck or navigation deck, they were just scattered around. So, yeah, might as well as duplicate kind of what I did. And of course, these are just standard cabins. Right here. Just standard first class cabins. Not much to see, honestly. And of course, you got the premium suites. I think these are going to be premium first class suites. And in fact, these cabins aren't owned by the company Cunard Line. This is owned by a different company, which I have not decided yet, by an Italian company. And of course, you have a little linens locker, which I did not put signs, but I will do that later. And of course, you got stairs that lead down to B deck, and of course, the layout is very identical to Lusitania and Mauritania's, and then again, I do this on purpose. And of course, you might notice something different. Well, if you said, well, this is similar to Lusitania and Mauritania, wouldn't this be the reading and writing room? Well, I wanted to make it a little bit different layout, but this is the staircase. Then again, the flooring is kind of based off Aquitania's as well, because you got kind of like this gray and black checkered flooring. But then again, this painting right here is supposed to be like a Niagara Falls kind of painting. And this painting, and I know you just always see is blacks, but this painting was supposed to be based off Greater Buffalo's Grand Salon, I think it is. Yeah, they call it a salon. But yeah, the staircase is kind of based off the Greater Buffalo, I guess. I mean, I like the interiors of the ship, though, but the exteriors aren't that appealing. But then again, if you go down E deck, everything's gonna be like kind of based off Titanic 1997 movie set, which I've always wanted to replicate. The E deck, when you go down the elevators, of course you see the elevators are flooding, and you see the crewman's passage. That's what I wanted to recreate in this ship, so might as well, right? I mean, it's custom. Just not everything has to be based off Cunard, so I wanted to just mix it up a little bit. And of course, we have the music room and lounge. And of course, I did the flooring like this, and you might notice that the flooring's uneven with the whole entire room. And I mean, I don't care. It doesn't bug me that much, but if you want to complain, I don't care. I think it looks fine. And of course, I did a little bit of woodwork into the ship. Of course, there's different styles of wood right here. You got spruce and dark oak wood. And you got nether. And you got a upright piano right here that I kind of made, which is kind of grand. I mean, yeah, and I also added plants right here. And ceiling work to it, too. So, yeah. And you got the Vestive right here. I forgot this room is, but they did add it on Lusitania Mauritania. Kind of like where you hang up your jackets and you go into either the lounge or the smoking room, which is, you don't want to get cigarette smoke all over your nice fancy coat. And of course, here's the smoking room. I did curve up the little arches. I mean, like, I don't know, kind of little sitting areas on the smoking room, and I kind of curve up the arches to have some unique architecture to the ship. And of course, this is the smoking room, which is very nice. I mean, something unique, and I don't think I've ever seen this. And you have the bar right here, which you can drink cocktails or whiskey or alcohol or anything like that. And we have the ladies' reading and writing room. And technically, back in the 1900s or in the late 1800s, when ocean liners were new, technically smoking room were for men only, and the women were for women only. But then again, guys can come in here too to write letters, but then again, I don't see a point in it, and you can always just go in the smoking room and write. But this is kind of like a ladies only kind of area. And yeah, this is the writing room. And I think I forgot to review the Marconi room. And you got the Marconi room that I did. I remember when I was little, I used to call this the macaroni room for some reason, because it looked like it. And of course, you got the Marconi set. You got teller. You got the kind of the telegraph to send signals. And you got a little machinery room. And you got the cabins for the wireless operators. And of course, I added a lot of detail into this. I even added the expansion joints through the hull. Even runs down all the way to the B-deck promenade. And of course, this is going to be a cabin right here or something. I don't know. Or it might be a little, I don't know. And of course, there's another expansion joint for a little farther aft, near the engine room. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't even spit it out. The engine casing. And of course, it's right here. And of course, a little piping to go along with detail. And little machineries right here on the side of this. And of course, this is not finished. Most of this boat deck is not finished. And this is supposed to be like a Calvin. And of course, this is the second class entrance. I did base this off Titanic in the Olympic. And of course, this part, is based off the Lusitania and Mauretania and the stern. And yeah, this is kind of a unique, different design, and I will be doing an update too once boat deck and A deck and B deck is done. So yeah, it'll be a while. And of course, you got my Lusitania right there, and right across from it's my custom ship Mauretania. And I think that is it. So hope you guys liked the video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I will be making more videos. And that is it for you guys. So see ya. Bye.